Welcome, sir.
Hey, Kennedy, great to be with you.
Thank you so much. So what would you like to ask Ramblin' Rod Rosenstein?
Well, first, your monologue was pure poetry. I wish I had a copy of that. I'll try to get one. Look, transparency is important, and for all intents and purposes, we believe Rosenstein has been stonewalling us. I'm on the House Judiciary Committee. We've been asking for documents related to the Russia probe for over a year now. And many of the documents that have not been forthcoming, including the McCabe memo, as you mentioned, and things related to the Peter Strzok, Lisa Page, Paramore, they're all their text messages, Strzok's personnel file. All these things are directly relevant to us and our oversight responsibilities at the Judiciary Committee. We haven't gotten it yet, and I think all the bucks stop at Rosenstein's desk.
Why has the president not pressed for his call to release so much of the information that you just listed?
Well, the president's in a delicate situation. I think everybody can appreciate that, because if he presses too hard, then his opponents, the Democrats, will say that he's trying to interfere with the Mueller investigation. I don't think that's true. I think desperate times call for desperate measures, and I think Rosenstein really does need to answer a lot of these very important questions to us. I hope he will come and testify, and we're anxious to talk to him.
Do you think that Rod Rosenstein and Jeff Sessions should both go?
Look, I think that we're at a critical point. I think the American people have had it with the Mueller investigation as things have been going on for 2 years. There is no smoking gun. We've all seen all the evidence. Everybody knows that. I think it needs to wrap up now so that people don't have to lose their jobs. If they continue with this charade as it's become, then I think we will have to take desperate measures, and I think that'd be appropriate.
Yeah, it really does feel like a charade. And it's not just here, and I've said this on the show many times, it's not just here that I would like to see transparency. I would like to see government transparency across the board. It's something I long for, like cutting spending. It's one of those things that I think is so necessary for a healthy country. And it's so easy for people, especially those who've been in power in these jobs, that are not elected. They've been there for a long time, and it's how they preserve their power. And unfortunately, there has been abuse of that power and an erosion of trust. How do you regain that trust from apathetic Americans?
I think we regain the trust by continuing to drain the swamp. You have career bureaucrats, as you say, that are a big part of the problem. Transparency is the key. But when we have oversight, as we do, for example, in the House Judiciary Committee over DOJ and some of these other agencies, we have to exercise it. We have to take it to the next level. I think the American people are demanding that. They deserve it. They want that to happen. And I think in the next couple of weeks here, the next couple of months, I think they'll be pivotal to find out whether this corner, this area of the swamp really can be drained. I think it can. And I think it'll be long overdue.
Is there a rivalry between the Republican Study Committee and the Freedom Caucus?
No, not at all. I mean, you have a lot of crossover membership. These are all the conservatives in the House. They work together, and I think we're going to have some very important work to do over the next 2 years in the 116th Congress, and we're looking forward to that.
Would you ever want to be president?
I don't know. It's not my aspiration. My aspiration is to represent my district and the people of my state, to do that every day, be faithful in the little things, and I think we've got a lot of that important work to do.
Congressman, thank you very much for your time.
Thank you.
Now, as we know, the president does have a tendency to change his mind a bit.